Good afternoon, welcome to GrainTV. It's March 21st, 2014. I'm Logan Burgess. To my right here is Brock Schimbeno to help break down a very mixed trade in Chicago on a Friday. Let's jump into the quotes here and see where the grain settled out. As you can see, corn up 1/4 cent here, showing relative strength in today's action. Soybeans off 25 cents on the May contract. Chicago wheat moving lower as well, down 11 3/4. As I said, corn really showing relative strength today. In large part, that had to do with a very large old crop corn sale going to Egypt in the amount of 340,000 metric tons. So kind of an unusual destination for that much U.S. corn. That seemed to be supporting things in today's action, and this could be a little bit of fallout from the Ukrainian situation. Typically, the Egyptians source a lot of their corn from Ukraine. We could be seeing some business pushed onto the U.S. books. Obviously, if this continues, that would be good for old crop corn prices. Soybeans, a different story, though, in today's action, down 25 cents. I know yesterday on GrainTV, Brock, you guys discussed soybean technical market here in detail. What are we kind of looking at right now?
You know, yesterday we did talk about the technical landscape of soybeans. We kind of alluded to the fact that the doji that was printed yesterday, the wide range with very little price change as a result, kind of signaled the end of the trend that we were seeing recently. We had been in a nice long run up for about a week or so that kind of signaled the end of it, and today we saw the sellers come in, use that technical indicator as a reason to sell. Moved down about 25 cents, but we did catch a little bit of support around that 1406 area, which is the bottom side of that gap that we left about a week ago. So I continue to watch this as an area of support. 1406 to 1408, roughly, right in that area, should provide a little bit of support. But looking longer term and looking towards that planted prospective plantings report at the end of the month, it seems like a lot of acres are anticipated to go to soybeans, so that could really keep a fundamental downside bias to this market.
Yeah, you know, coming into that report, as you said, Brock, on the 31st, a lot of analysts are looking for very large soybean acreage to be reported by the USDA. We've known that since about July 2013, the new crop corn-soybean ratio has really been at a level that supports more soybean acres getting put into the ground here this spring. Another thing that's going to continue to I think, help acreage here for beans as we move through the spring is just the state of the soil right now. Take a look at this map. This is from Iowa State University, and this details the soil temperatures across Iowa. This is as of yesterday, and you can see here soil temps are still well below the areas that many people expect to see at this time in the growing season or this time coming into the planting season. So this is one other thing that could be pushing corn planting back and could continue to move some acreage that was going to be into corn into beans here as we move into planting season.
Yeah, it's definitely something you have to pay attention to. A lot of producers anticipate temperatures being around the 50-degree level. As you can see there in Iowa, we're well below that. They're about 35 degrees for much of the state. It doesn't look like the temperatures are going to, coming up in the forecast, are going to help out the soil temperatures much at all. If you take a look at this map provided by Plant Analytics, you can see the 6 to 10 day temperature forecast is for below average temperatures, about a 60 to 70% chance for much of the Midwest that temperatures are going to be below average for this time of year. So that's not going to help push along those soil temperatures very rapidly at all. You know, another commodity that's been really affected by weather recently has been the wheat markets. We've seen a large rally in the wheat markets due to dryness in the southern plains here more recently, and it looks like we're not going to get a whole lot of help there as well. We did back off a little bit here towards the end of the week. There looks like there should be a little bit better precipitation the next few days, but it's going to be widespread and scattered. But if you take a look at the 6 to 10 day precipitation forecast, looks like it's going to remain dry for those areas of Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas that has really seen the good to excellent ratings take a pretty large hit over the last couple of weeks.
Yep, we'll have to keep an eye on that. As you said, Brock, really something that's been pushing the wheat market. But bottom line right now, I think starting on Monday here, the grain market's really going to start focusing on those March 31st grain reports. If you want live quotes for that report 2 Mondays from today, visit us over at grainhedge.com. You can take a demo of the trading platform that we use here on GrainTV that's available on your desktop computer and your mobile device. As always, if you have questions about that, give us a call here at the office. Our number is 877-472-4607. Thanks a lot for joining us here on a Friday on GrainTV. Have a great weekend out there. We'll see you back here on Monday.